Thank you. Yes. That 18-gun salute from Lord Sugar means it's good evening and welcome to The Apprentice, You're Fired. Tonight, with the help of unseen footage, we'll be discovering how 3 candidates lost the battle to become Lord Sugar's new business partner. Solomon, Roisin and Daniel will be with us soon. But first, spooky goings-on at the interviews, as Bianca's tough questions are interrupted by the ghostly one-fingered piano player.
Do you think you take professionalism so far it stops you having a personality? I think, if I'm honest, it feels like you're hiding behind a mask.
To our panel, Satchel entrepreneur Julie Dean, Radio 1's Matt Edmondson and comedian Catherine Ryan, welcome to You're Fired. Tonight's task of facing Lord Sugar's inquisitors left this candidate being shown the door.
Solomon, you are a very intelligent young man, but when I appraise your business plan and think about us working together, I'm struggling a little bit. Claude reckons that you're going to go somewhere one day, but not now. Solomon, you're fired.
Okay, thank you very much.
Good luck.
Thank you. Can I say I actually really enjoyed the process, and thanks for being fair. I think Nick and Karen, you've been very fair and real truth throughout the process, so thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Solomon Akhtar. Solomon, so glad to meet you. So glad you found your way in. Honestly, had no idea which direction you'd appear from.
I was confused a lot of the time. I didn't really know what was going on. Claude was chucking me out.
Just the notion of you spending some time like a trapped bird, just banging against the glass, trying to find which bit was a door. That was what I'd like to have seen.
Claude's generally, I don't know if it's in the audience, generally one of the scariest people I've ever met. So any exit that I could try and find, I was just going to go for it, you know, anywhere.
Fair enough. Well, listen, we're going to get into some detail. What a time you had with Claude and Mike. Let's, the rest of us, enjoy it one more time.
I don't think they're that interested in how much money it's going to make in year 1, year 2, year 3. It's all about the idea.
My idea generally is amazing.
It's a bloody disgrace. In 10 years I've done this, I've never seen something that's put together 2 bloody pages with pictures on 1 page. What do you think you're coming here for?
I had your phone brought from the house. Pitch me some. Decent money-making ideas.
You send up the ingredients to make a breakfast.
Online shopping.
Open a shop on High Street, you can pay and you can actually just have a single bed.
A hotel.
About my business plan, that came from my phone, and I think that's one of the best ideas I've had.
It's 8 pages long.
You're giving me pictures of sailboats. You're taking the piss. You can leave. That's not the way out.
You've done it, you've done it. I'm glad. This is the famous business plan. I can't help feeling how, it feels like it should take off at any moment. It's a delightfully light. It really have. They gave you far too large a folder for it. And what were you doing? What was this? What was it? Like an entire page of different coloured boats?
Because I thought, you know, Lord Sugar would appreciate different styles, different designs, and, you know, it was a bit of a filler, but I think... I only realised when I picked up the folder, you know, I kind of felt it, and I felt Roisin's and I felt Bianca's, and I was like, to myself, I was thinking, Jesus, this is something. She's got a packed lunch in there, she's got some things going on. I've only got a few pages, so...
How just naive was this? How off was this?
I think you might have been able to get by with that kind of thing if you're going it alone and you're financing yourself.
Yeah.
But when you're asking somebody maybe to kick in $250,000, then they might expect a bit more.
It's been the light side, yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
I think I didn't really know how to write a business plan. You know, I'm new to it. I think now, obviously, I've learned that that's not a business plan. You know, that's it's an idea. It's got some images, it's got some graphics. I've learned that lesson.
But have you not seen the series before?
Yeah, I know, I have seen it, but I think I didn't appreciate, honestly, that it needed to be that long with the financials.
But did you, I mean, it's hard not to admire this, the sheer I can't be tied downness of it all, the sheer crazy
That reminds me of every single school project I ever did. Just like look on the internet, find a picture, just to try and buff it out a little bit. That stuff can't be bothered to write things.
This page needs some clip art.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll just put some in here, yeah.
I can sort of sympathise with you, Solomon, because I'm the same sort of person. I'm always having generally quite bad ideas that I write down on my phone in the middle of the night that I think are brilliant.
Solomon, you've got a lot of commitment in you. I can see that. You're an ideas man. We know you're not great with directions. I think you just came on The Apprentice by mistake.
Do you have nightmares about Claude?
I mean, Claude is... Claude does haunt me a lot, I'm not gonna lie. I was generally scared for my life when he kicked me out, but I didn't know what to do, you know, I was just thrown into the situation.
If you could see Claude again, if you could be in the same room as Claude right now, if you and Claude could be brought together, do you know what you'd even say to him? Would you be scared? Would you be frightened?
I think I'd just say sorry, I don't know what. I think I annoyed the man, like...
Let's find out if that's enough. Claude, good to have you. Hello, Claude. Claude, has your temper simmered down after this?
Well, actually, that was me calm. To be honest, I think it's a great shame that he didn't have a business plan, because his application form and everything that went before really was truly remarkable, and I think he just let himself down really badly. And I had nothing to go to Alan Sugar about and vote for you. There was nothing there. I couldn't show him a picture of a sailboat and say, this is a really great business, let's go sailing. I don't think he would have gone for that.
What was he heading towards? You may not even remember this, but when he suddenly veered off 45 degrees...
Yeah, we were at the 50th sort of floor of a very large tower block, and he was heading for the window. So I just felt that I had to kind of put him right.
Did you think, oh, Jesus, I've gone too far this time?
I didn't think that.
OK. Thank you for coming, ladies and gentlemen. Claude Lettner. On You're Fired, we do like to track a candidate's development through this process, but this is the first time we've ever done it using a tie.
Can anyone tie a tie?
So you got Mikey?
Straight we can.
Let me actually put it.
Felipe's a good man. Ties my tie every morning.
That's absolutely perfect.
Yeah?
Yeah?
Felipe, you're fired. Solomon, I'm going to tell you quite bluntly here. You're 23 years old. You need to man up a little bit. You listening to me?
100%.
You need to man up a little bit.
No tie. I really need the proportions, but... Bit of an issue with this thing.
That is the first time you do that is different. What age are you?
23 years old.
23 years old, and you can't tie a tie.
I can tie a tie, right? I can do it now, but it's not perfect.
Right, okay.
You know, utilise your skill set. I think Felipe was a great tie tyer. We shared that in common, and he could do it amazingly. Like, he could do a good tie. Like, I'm looking at yours now, but I mean, mine, I can never do it. Never do it as well.
OK, I'm fine. We're going to have our first vote tonight. Julie, do you think that Lord Sugar was right to fire?
Yeah, you can't give money based on that, so sadly, yes.
Matt?
I do think he was right, but I think that you are going to go off and be a huge success. I think you're going to be like a maverick billionaire.
Catherine?
Yes, you should have been fired.
OK. So, you know the drill at this stage. Hold up hired. If you believe you should have been hired, fired. If you agree you should have been fired... Yeah, that's a fired. That is a fired. Listen, you've been a very popular candidate. You've had loads of energy and loads of great ideas, and it's been a great deal of fun. I want you to keep your energy on what will make your businesses work, right? And I don't want to see you wasting any more. So I've got a gift for you, and a gift for you that will save you a lot of time every day, right? In fact, I've got it here. Look, it just comes off like this. It's a tie. It's an entirely fake tie, and that's for you.
Put it on.
Well, if you want to, but you don't have to. Yeah. Oh, God, now we have to watch you learn how to put on a fake tie.
I'll just hook it on like that.
Yeah, just hook it on like that. Oh, that looks good! Solomon, you've given us some fantastic moments. Here are your highlights.
Feel a bit like James Bond.
You look like James Bond.
You do look a bit like James Bond.
Hi there.
Sit.
Nice to meet you, Simon.
Sit.
I believe I can disarm with charm.
You look a bit bemused. By me or just by the Wellingtons?
She like winked at the end.
He's really charming them, and it seems to be working.
I won't sit down, it's a bit formal. £15.
No, you said £10.
£10. And another one. And another one.
I think I'm unique because I'm so positive.
That is amazing.
Boys, you're just going to smash it out of the park this time. Don't want to be cool with our trousers down again.
Do we just put on American accents? She has some big tattoos.
If you've got positive outlooks on every problem that you face, then that's the best attribute anyone can have.
Ladies and gentlemen, Solomon Akhtar. Our next candidate has been one of the standout performers throughout, but tonight she bit off more than she could chew.
This business idea, in your mind, is a runner. In my mind, it is not. It is with regret that I have to say to you, you're fired.
Thank you for a wonderful experience.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Roisin Hogan. Roisin, why are you here now? Why are you here now? Why aren't you next week? I kind of presumed I'd be meeting you next week.
Yes,
Genuinely, you've done really, really well. I mean, it's going to be doing really, really well. And then, no.
No, unfortunately, no.
Yeah.
I'm totally gutted, devastated, but so thrilled with the whole experience. And I think, you know, it was the right time for me to go.
Really?
Yeah.
You think ultimately?
Yeah, I do. I think ultimately it was the right thing to do.
OK, fine. Well, let's remind ourselves how it went wrong tonight.
You're an accountant, and you'll always be an accountant.
Oh, yes.
Lord Sugar's looking for a business partner. He's not looking for an accountant.
She's going from a bean counter to a bean producer. What is this thing?
It's a root called konjac. You talk about it being unique.
It's available in this raw form.
So it's not available in ready meal form. Wrong.
I was unaware of that.
She's going to run out of money in month 2, 3.
My 250 grand.
Yeah, that's gone. You can forget about that.
50% of my sales will be on credit.
Not in a month of Sundays.
I'm going to give you 250 grand. Where's the other 500 grand coming from?
There's bank financing available.
I'm not going to any bloody bank. The whole point of this is to prove to the country that we can start a business with £250,000 and stop dreaming about other people's money.
Why did it have to be so big? Why were you taking on the world?
Yeah, you know, that's definitely something I've learned now. And I really take on board what Lord Sugar and his advisors said, you know, what I'm now going to do is start small and, you know, walk before I can run. And, you know, I wanted, you know, it to be big, and I wanted it to be big immediately, and I've learned that that's maybe not the right route to take.
You're carrying on with this then?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I have been, you know, I left my job for this project. I really believe in this product, and yeah, I've advanced it quite a lot, so I'm definitely going to continue.
Julie, you're an interesting person to have here for a number of reasons. You're an accountant as well, and you started small.
Yes, I'm so disappointed that the business plan let you down. Month 3 to have run out of money.
Yeah.
Is it 1, 2, 1, 3, yes?
Well, I think, you know, I wanted to present Lord Sugar with a really ambitious plan that he would see great returns from. You know, realistically, yeah, I think there was definitely stretching the cash flows and, you know, the credit terms, etc. was, you know, there was a lot of naivety there.
But you started with a very small amount of money.
Yes, I started with £600, but I wasn't asking anybody else to invest in the business. And so you do have a lot more flexibility when you start and finance yourself.
With £600, kitchen table, making bags at home, and then...
I never made the bags myself. No, I found a supplier manufacturer. If I'd have made them, nobody would have bought them.
Oh, fine, OK. That's another business lesson for it. And what's your turnover now?
Now it's 13 million a year.
Were you disappointed that this happened?
I was disappointed, and it felt like your sole aim was this business, this idea, this is what you're coming with.
Yeah.
And you could sense throughout the whole thing your passion for it, your enthusiasm for it. So I think it's genuinely disappointing and crushing at this stage for you to get so close and yet it just be too far away. But I thought you were brilliant throughout the whole process.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Catherine?
Yes, Roisin, you were one of my favourites from the start. And it's difficult, it's a catch-22 because they say, well, you've never done this business before. But if you had, and it had failed, that would be a mark against you. If you had and it had gone well, you wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
OK. You've done incredibly well in the process. Let's take a look back over your successes.
My idea is take a card, and let's say France is the example I was thinking. They have to convey to their team that it's France.
That looks wicked.
Summit sold out.
The engine is the Briggs & Stratton engine, which is really popular choice in lawnmowers. Yes. Really robust 13 horsepower engine.
How much do you get your diamond for?
£75 and you got a deal.
Could we say £50 and we have a deal?
OK, 50.
You basically just stole that diamond off them.
Normally jewel thieves wear masks, actually.
We need to take a chance here in developing something premium but also original. Sophisticated cheesecake. The treat seekers obviously are a really important market.
They thought it was wonderful. 20,000.
That is very, very good.
So there's a whole list of things you hadn't done, not branding, not selling, not pitching. You'd not done a lot of these things before, and you went really, really well.
Yeah.
So I can see why you enjoyed it for 10 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, I actually learned so much about myself that I did not know. And, you know, I was able to bring skills that I'd learned in my previous career and apply them to the process. But the kind of creativity and the pitching and the thinking on your feet kind of side of me really came out, and I was astonished and delighted.
But a bizarre body of work, though. You've made a candle, you've made a cheesecake brand, you have brought out a Janot. Janot. Yeah, it's Janot. Nobody else got this pun. It's an Irish pun. It's called Janot. Everything is a Geo-no, is a Geo-cano. No, it's a bloke in Dublin going, Janot. Which is what this is, yeah. You've made there's a whole suite of products you've come up with this.
It's awesome to see them actually together because, you know, you don't, at the time, you're just going with it and like tapping into that creativity. And, you know, I'm really proud of all of those, actually. And I feel like...
You'll never see board game cheesecake and candle.
Yeah, it's
and
really
some weird catalogue that you get in a Sunday paper that says, crazy gifts for people. Yeah. Good. It's like the range of stuff was impressive.
Oh, you are an incredible woman. I can't believe you only learned that about yourself through this process.
OK. We're going to have a vote now. Julie, do you agree with Lord Sugar's decision to fire Roisin?
No, I don't. No, I don't. I think that you just showed yourself to be an exceptional candidate. You had fantastic skills. And it was a really good business idea, and I think it just needed tweaking. The plan needed tweaking.
Matt, what would you have...
I disagree with Lord Sugar.
OK, fine. Catherine?
Roisin, I've been on board with you from the start. You're poised, you're charming, you're clever, and I'm on board with your business plan. Awesome. I believe that there's food that's medicine and food that's poison and nothing in between. You bring us the healing root.
Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate those comments. That's awesome.
Now, let's turn to yourselves. If you agree with Lord Sugar, hold up fired, but if you disagree, hold up hired. And that is hired from the audience. Very good.
Thank you so
So
much.
maybe Lord Sugar, he's steered you in the right direction, but maybe we feel he should have brought you to the final. One thing did inspire us from a thing he said, which was the gift we want to give you, because you did create a bizarre dish called Teapot. And as he said, this was what he was expecting. So our gift to you is a genuine chocolate teapot with a diamond on the top. It's grand. He just close it to value. Treasure to McCoy. Yeah, is it real milk? Yeah. 11 glorious weeks, Roisin. Congratulations and enjoy your highlights.
I don't think anyone's got the perfect package, but I would hope I'm coming pretty close to it.
She's a lady.
With the product on the platform, and if we change the background from green to yellow, perfect. Go! I think you want to show you're really decisive. Everything he did, I fundamentally disagreed with, and it had to come out somehow. It's got a kick.
Roisin is a sharp girl.
I would love to go looking at diamonds.
Okay. If anyone can negotiate any form of diamond down to £50, she's got my respect.
Well done. That feels amazing. And not only did we win, but we won so well. Cheers, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, Roisin Hogan. Now to our final candidate of the night and one half of the best mano-a-mano rivalry we've ever had on this show.
Daniel, I don't think that we're going to go into business together, but I do wish you well, and it is with regret. Daniel, you're fired. And Daniel, I think you are a better man than when you walked in the doors here 11 weeks ago. And I congratulate you on changing your manner, and I do hope you carry on that way and you have learnt and gleaned something from it.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much for your time.
Let's say shalom and welcome to Daniel Lassman. Daniel, it's a pleasure to have you here. Genuine pleasure to have you here. I have a question for you, though. Your boyfriend has recently been turned down for a big business deal. Do you A, let him watch the football, B, get him a beer and a curry, or C, talk about his feelings?
I'm pretty sophisticated. I'll take him for a curry and a beer, yeah.
Yeah, no, -2 points. Go back around the board again. So we're going to get more to this. This is fabulous stuff. We're going to get more to that in a second. You must have thought there'd been times that you would have been here earlier, that there was, like, I mean, you were in there a fair few times.
It was week 1, I started off pretty well, and week 2, I could have been here. It's next year. Week 3, I could have been here again, actually.
Are we going to do all 10 weeks now?
Week 3 got slightly better. No, yeah, I get your point. I could have been here a lot sooner, yeah.
Well, here's where the wheels fell off your wagon tonight.
You're only good at numbers? It's embarrassing that you don't know the numbers, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's something I'm definitely going to take away from this. The importance of knowing your yearly accounts.
Well, daily.
You say you were named Salesperson of the Year at the company that you worked for. They said you absolutely did not win an award.
Yeah, no.
Under pressure, it turns out there was no award.
So he should have got an award for his CV, the Booker Prize, for fiction, maybe, yeah?
I've got an idea that I really believe in here.
Don't talk rubbish, OK? Because I'll have you for it. Frankly, your business plan is ridiculous.
What you've put forward to me is that you want to do party planning online. You go online, you pick a venue. I'll have the bar over here. I'll put 12 tables over here. I'll order Sol Goujons for this. Press the button, job done. It's not going to happen.
Were you even planning on supplying Sol Goujons on your website?
I never really got that far, to be honest. I think it was pretty much shot down way before the Goujons, to be honest.
When you put down the Sales Award on the CV, did you think they're never going to check this?
Nah, I thought, great chance of, you know, putting a little bit of a bent truth. I did generally get top seller, but I thought, you know what, top seller? Well, I might have won a little award. That sounds a bit better. That didn't go down too well, yeah.
What shape was the award in your head?
In my head, it was like a house.
Was it those golf tournament things, like the 3-layer things that you're like...
I genuinely believed it was the sort of thing where someone said, oh, you sold well this year, Daniel. And you were like, right, well, I deserve to get myself an award. And you'd gone down to Timpson's and got one of those little trophies and they've engraved it out for you.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with doing that. Is a pat on the back not an award in itself?
You got to be careful what you write in the CV. That seems to be a lesson that we should learn from this.
Never, ever hire someone who lies on the CV. That's it.
What about if you bend the truth?
No.
The business plan itself, or whatever, it's to take online an event planning service. Some people object to that. I didn't quite get why you'd object. I thought that sort of made perfect sense in some ways.
I just thought the way the world's moving, it's all online. And I thought to make it, you know, you don't have to plan it all online and then that's the way it is. Maybe plan it all online and then go to the venue and then we can supply everything. But it's a nice visual aid before you go and start planning things, was my initial...
Does it make sense? Does it make sense?
How come you can't plan your wedding online, but you can get your wife online?
It's an excellent point. Nobody's ever said... Yeah.
These gentlemen are just being old-fashioned. I love the idea of never interacting with another human being.
These are all just preamble to what is clearly the greatest thing you or anyone has ever done. Thank you. Thank you. Actually, here, do you want to have a look at any of these questions? They're just fantastic. A woman would choose what for a first date? Sorry, I'm just going to run this past you so I can. A woman would choose what for a first date? Walk on the beach, spa treatment, a trip abroad. On a first date. Hi! Oh, God, yeah, you're Mary's friend from the office. I've got your passport.
This is the best worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
See, I think you could
game.
make $1 million if you genuinely made these now,
Yeah.
and people could sit around trying to play it. It'd be fantastic. Yeah.
If you surveyed people, this would kind of work. It's like Family Fortunes, where
Yes.
instead of 100 people, they've only asked Daniel. The game should not be called The Relationship Guru. It should be called What Was Daniel Thinking?
This may be my favourite. What are most women scared of? Spiders.
Oh, no.
Cats. Frogs.
How did I know?
Is that a thing? The correct answer, by the way, is spiders, but frogs come second. I'm just beating the much maligned cats into third place. Like, I don't think I've ever... Yeah, are frogs that common a thing even in most people's lives? Does women go, what? Did you hear a ribbit? Did you hear a dull croaking sound somewhere in the distance?
There's a frog in the bath. What am I meant to do with it?
Darling, shall we go for a walk? Where? By the pond? No! Not by the pond! OK, let's move to the battle. The bomb-going battle between yourself and Mark. When did it start?
OK, so it was, in my opinion, on coach tours. I was project manager, yeah? And the communication, between me and Mark was actually really, really decent, really good. Until the boardroom. When we hit the boardroom, all the truth comes out. I got absolutely hung to dry that you wouldn't believe. My thinking was to get a machine gun out and shoot back, to be honest.
OK, so that then escalated into for a few weeks there?
Yeah, it was week after week, a mental mind game between me and Mark. And I will go far enough to say if it wasn't for Mark, I probably wouldn't have gone as far as I did because I just didn't want him to beat me.
Would you go as far as say that Mark made you a better person? Is that what you're going to say?
Yeah, a man, I would say, yeah.
Now to our final vote of the evening. Julie, do you agree with Lord Sugar's decision to fire Daniel?
I do. I didn't like the business idea that much. I think you can come up with something better than that.
Matt?
I loved watching you on the show. Thought you were absolutely brilliant, but I would have made the same decision. If I had to choose between you and Mark, I would go with Mark. I'm so sorry to say that. I know, I'm so sorry. Hey, let's hang out in a hot tub later.
We got 7 on the way. Catherine?
He had a couple of meltdowns, and I wouldn't want to go into business with someone who I thought might snap. So I think Lord Sugar made the right decision.
For the last time this series, it's red for fired and green for hired. It's fired, yes, it is. Daniel, you've given us a lot to talk about and a load of entertainment, and we wish you well as you go on from this. We wanted you to know that during all of this entire thing, when there's a huge kind of, battle between the two of you, we wanted you to know that we were on your side, which is why we're giving you this gift of the I'm on Team Daniel T-shirt for you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
"11 tough weeks." Here are your highlights.
Good chess players think 1 move ahead. Great players, like myself, think 2 or 3 moves ahead. I'm not here to make friends.
Oh, shalom.
I'll be his best mate.
Just for me, Yakov, come on.
That's not a bad deal, actually.
We are salespeople and we don't stop.
I'm trying to act really professional for you, Anthony.
Boys, let's not stoop to their level.
Be confident. Kate is fitness videos. Nothing really scares me.
I'm shitting myself. Can we drop?
Let the aroma go deep into your nose. Like love water.
Obviously, your palate may be slightly more sophisticated than mine.
They like that.
Yeah! Ladies and gentlemen, Daniel Lassman! That's it for tonight. Thanks to all my guests. If you think that you've got a killer idea for Lord Sugar and want to be in the running to become his business partner next year, please go to our website at bbc.co.uk/apprentice, where you'll find all the information on how to apply. This is the last of this series of You're Fired before we magically transform into a brand new show called You're Hired this Sunday night. We're on BBC One for a 2-hour Apprentice final special. Bianca and Mark go head-to-head to convince Lord Sugar that they should be his business partner. But who will be triumphant?
Go for it, Mark. Sorry, guys.
A disaster.
I would look at hosiery like you might look at cars.
Sanjay, I'm really nervous.
You should be nervous.
Can't you hypnotise him and get him to, like, talk a really good speech? This is a luxury product.
I wouldn't even pay £5 for them. No.
Never been so nervous in my whole life.
I'm the founder of Climb Online.
I've got to roll the dice now. Here it is. Can you call the two of them in, please?
So don't forget, we'll be on BBC One this Sunday, 21st of December at 9 p.m. for a 2-hour Apprentice final special. See you then. Good night.
Just starting over on BBC Three now, Russell Howard's keeping the spirits up with his good news. Here on BBC Two, in-depth analysis of the headlines with Newsnight. Next.